Good afternoon, boys. Science for the uninitiated. So, on this video, we're going to be talking about the injury that I just sustained not too long ago. So, a little while back, about 2 weeks ago, I was doing a snatch. It's actually on our YouTube Shorts. So, if you go onto the channel and click onto YouTube Shorts, you could find a series of videos where you see me lifting weights, and it's a really good way to engage you guys on a short form platform, and that way I don't have to do any commentary, and it's like quick and exciting. I did a snatch complex, so that's when you throw not just the movement of the snatch, which is intricate in and of itself and highly technical, but we also threw in two snatch grip, so that's where you have your arms like a little bit wider apart, snatch grip deadlifts to mid thigh, and under that circumstance, you work up to like a 75 percentile based off of your 1 rep max of that movement, the snatch. And so lo and behold, I end up doing the movement. And on my top set at 200 pounds, which was, this is a bit of a lesson for you guys, 5 pounds over the 75 percentile that I was supposed to be working up to. So at 200 pounds, which is 100 kilos for those of you that are across the pond, I did that lift, and I really strained my neck. And it wasn't just my neck, it was really my upper trap. And so that stabilization that I had to do, I'm gonna do it with my left arm, and I'm also gonna get off my chair. That stabilization that I had to do, where you make that catch, boom! I caught it too far forward out here. I restabilized the bar to get it back behind me where you are most stable. Boom, right here. This is where you're strong. That's where you're strong on the snatch. So I restabilized the bar back over to where it was supposed to be, but pulling that barbell back into position screwed up my neck. So what you guys don't know about me is that, and I said this on another video prior, what you guys don't know too much about me is I have a series of chronic injuries on this right shoulder. Very, very scary, because when the right shoulder is significantly damaged, it slips, and it slips a lot. So I've been cautious about it over the years, but I've been ramping up the intensity and complexity of movements that I've been doing. And 2 weeks ago on Monday, it just so happened that I pulled my last snatch at a heavy. So maybe not forever, but the rehabilitation process is going to take a very long time. So I just want to warn you guys, a lot of what you guys are going to be seeing me do is isometric holds. Isometric holds to build up this back end of my shoulder. A lot of isolation movements. We're not going to be as dynamic with what we do, especially not dynamic and heavy at the same time. So as I try to increase complexity, as I try to increase strength, as I try to increase all these pillars and foundations of fitness, I also have to be very cognizant of the fact that this shoulder, and you're probably wondering why I'm saying shoulder instead of neck. The neck isn't the issue. The internal rotation, this rotation of my shoulder, and although minute, although you may not see it, I have rotation here where my trap is more engaged here on the right side than it is on the left. So dropping the scapula, and you'll hear this cue a lot. especially in the physical therapy world, dropping that scapula down and back. That's a skill in and of itself, and it's very difficult to learn as I'm accustomed to this rehabilitative process. So taking that into mind and being cognizant of the fact that, okay, this is going to be a long road. The content is going to take a slight shift, and more so a shift towards rehabilitative study. And, this is the thing that I'm battling with every single day. And this is something that I should probably bring to light. It's like, you can train past injuries. You can get better. It just takes a lot of time, effort, and focus. Don't worry, we're still going to talk about the granular stuff, like the mitochondria, and I have a good video on HPA axis in regard to cortisol and the testosterone physiology. More importantly, the pathway of testosterone, how testosterone gets excited and how it disperses throughout the entire body, starting from the hypothalamus all the way down to the gonads, and what different types of hormones are being released at what point. I think it'd be very important for you guys to understand how the endocrinology of all of that works. And we will also talk about the endosymbiotic theory. I did talk about that on one of my other videos, and the video didn't do very well. I just took it down. I just archived it for myself to watch. It just wasn't under the format of video style that I wanted, and it just didn't fit in congruence with everything else. But definitely want to touch up on the endosymbiotic theory again. I do have the biology textbook here, 10th edition, so might as well, right? Might as well. So, I guess if anything, what you guys should be taking away from this video is shoulders should be down and back. And this will show off your chest, right? This will show off your chest and give a more clear access for your neck as well, especially for engagement. I've noticed that as I'm drawing back, down and back, the sternocleidomastoid muscles become more pronounced for whatever reason. It also gives away to jawline as well. It's not just stubble that's, highlighting that. It's like, it's actually pulling these back. We'll just accentuate the jawline a little bit more, if you didn't know that. So excited to see aesthetically what changes from the face down to the rest of the body. I think that's important. That's something that people really, really care about. So thanks for watching. Really enjoyed that. I'll keep you guys updated. I want to keep the videos rolling. All right, thanks.